we are starting an adventure I've been waiting a long time to run. It's called The Battle of Emridy Meadows by Chris Perkins and a guy named John Leitheusser. This adventure was published in the very last issue of Dungeon Magazine. It was issue 221. It's actually a D&D Next adventure, and that was the playtest version of 5th edition. And so this group, the first 4 adventures were kind of like a setup to get to this. So now they're 5th level. And we're going to be going through the Battle of Emridy Meadows. And the Battle of Emridy Meadows is like a legendary thing from the Temple of Elemental Evil adventure, which came out in 1985, written by Gary Gygax. And it was like this. And so the Battle of Emridy Meadows is what led to the Temple of Elemental Evil adventure. So we're actually going to play through that in an adventure co-written by Chris Perkins. So last time, so basically the story is that there's this temple of elemental evil, and it's got these 4 factions in it. They worship air, fire, earth, and water, and kind of controlling the 4 factions are 2 major bad guys. Zugtmoy, the demon queen of fungi, and apparently Vecna, the god of secrets, is involved somehow as well. So last time, the heroes are aligned with this army called the Righteous Host, who have come to try to just, because there's all these creatures assembling around the Temple of Elemental Evil like a horde. So an army is actually coming to try to clear it out. And the plan has become to use this golden skull with 4 elemental gems, use a ritual to trap all of them inside the temple. And that includes Zugtmoy, who's a demon lord. She actually rules half of Shendalavri, which I think is one of the layers of the Abyss. She shares it with Dweeblex, the god of oozes, and they each have half of it, and they fight each other all the time. And Wim, too, also lives there, the elemental princess of ooze. So, yeah, they're going to try to trap it in, but they got to get close enough to the temple to do that, and the temple's like a day away. So they've been camped in this place called Emridy Meadows, and the bad guys actually attacked the camp, and the group liberated a catapult / trebuchet, and then they teamed up with the incredible rugged duo of Rufus and Byrne, legendary heroes from the village of Hamlet. And so you guys drove off the bad guys. And then
Yes.
you go back to the camp to sleep. You do anything special before the next day?
Yes.
Really?
Actually, hang on. Go ahead. You go ahead. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to do this right now.
Okay, so I actually got the spell magic during the last level up, and I want to use it on the Lich's book before I go to bed.
The spell magic in the Lich's book. Okay. All right.
So I can open.
All right. So I won't have you roll for it. So basically, you dispel the fire trap that's on it, the glyph of warding that's on it. So when you open the spell book, what you see is tons of spells, like every spell a lich has, you know. I can tell you some of them if you want to hear about them. It's also got some notes about the Shadowfell and the construction of the elemental gems and that kind of thing. Let's see, lich. What you do know about the elemental gems is that they were made in a place called Umbra Forge in the Shadowfell. And that's a place where it's right near a volcano, and the forge uses the lava of the volcano to make like weird like shadow infused monsters and magic items. And so he just kind of came to Umbra Forge. Everybody got out of his way, and he made the elemental gems there. Lich. So some of the spells in the spell book. Boy, my connection is really bad. Sheesh. Let's see here. We've got well, it goes all the way up to 9th level. So 9th level spell in the book is Power Word Kill. Level 8 is Dominate Monster. I can send you the list. Dominate Monster and Power Word Stun. 7th level Finger of Death and Plane Shift. 6th level Disintegrate, Globe Invulnerability. What level spells can you cast, Lilia?
I think up to level 3.
So the 3rd level spells are Animate Dead, Counter Spell, Dispel Magic, and Fireball.
Okay.
The level 2
Cool.
spells are Detect Thought, Invisibility, Melf's Acid Arrow, and Mirror Image. Level 1 spells are Detect Magic, Magic Missile, Shield, and Thunder Wave. I don't know how Warlocks learn spells. I don't know if you know off the top of your head, but
I don't know off the top of my head. I would have to read it, but
I know that
next time.
Yeah, I mean I know wizards can learn them from the book.
Yeah.
I think you could cast them out of the book, the ones that you're able to cast, but they would disappear from the book once you cast them.
Okay.
Or you could make a scroll, I think. I don't know. We'll have to look into that later. But yeah, it's a Lich spell book. You know, it's got a bunch of Lich stuff in it. All right, anybody else do anything special that night for the next day?
I would like to go up to my newly captured trebuchet and like polish it.
All right.
And just hum to myself.
Some soldiers walk by and they're like, "Cool trebuchet."
Yeah.
What kind of stones does that thing take?
Oh, you know, everything.
Okay.
The largest stones, only the mightiest stones.
Amazing.
Hang on.
You want to try her out? Let me stop.
Yeah. Okay. So anything else that night for the next day?
Not that I
don't
think
think
of.
so.
All right. Let me load
No.
up.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Can we take a moment to talk about what we're going to do with the things that are in my pocket?
Ooh. Right. Well,
That might be a good idea. I don't
it would
know.
it would take too long to get a duplicate to try to be sneaky about it. So I guess since we're going to battle, the best we can do is just give it over, and hopefully we can have someone use it to its full advantage. I don't know how it works.
Like, we
Me
hide
neither,
it,
honestly.
Like, hole in the ground, hide it, and then after the battle is over, then figure out what to do with it.
But what if it turns the tide in the battle? Like, what if this whole
Yep.
thing doesn't work without it? Because I'm pretty sure it's important. Because Archer said something about it being used, like, to aid us. I don't really remember much of what she said, but I'm pretty sure it could turn the tide.
I mean, okay. I don't know how to use it. I don't know magic.
I think that we need the gems to seal the temple elemental evil, right?
Right.
Yes.
They got to be stuck
Okay.
in the skull.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I've never been in an army battle before, and this seems very dangerous to everybody involved. I'm just very worried about it.
Well, yeah, that's going to happen, and we have to prepare ourselves for the fact that we're now in an army, we're going to fight a battle, people are going to die, but if we use the skull, we could save a lot more lives than we would otherwise. And it would stop the temple, it would seal it entirely, and who knows what else, but we could figure it out.
Alright. As long as we like find a way to hide it or destroy it or whatever after we're done with it.
Yeah.
After we finish closing the temple.
Yeah.
Is this discussion taking place like at night in your
Probably.
tent?
Probably
Yeah,
like in our tent.
Like, huddled.
Yeah.
No, we're in the middle of camp.
Do you guys wear your armor when you sleep?
I assume you take,
asking?
I take my armor off when I go to sleep.
I mean, it's leather, so I'm not too worried about it.
Same.
I don't like that question. What do I have to cast to keep that question from happening?
It does that does come up sometimes, you know, but
Yeah.
I can tell you a story. I won't. It's a long story. Something happened a long time ago. Okay, so I'm just trying to get a mental picture of the scene. That's all. You're all like,
Oh, okay.
it's like you have a flashlight,
We're huddled
under a
down.
blanket.
Yeah, we're huddled like in our
Yeah,
tent.
slumber party
anytime we
style.
go-
Yeah. Getting to know each other.
And your dog, the dog is in there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's sleeping
I'll
on
just-
a cot. Little good boy.
A good boy.
Okay.
I like to
I'll
imagine
shape
like,
into a dog and play with him as a dog for a minute.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
I take out my
Lilia is
ocarina.
ecstatic.
I'm proficient in ocarina. I take out my ocarina and play a little tune while you two play.
I play the flute. We're gonna jam.
And
I can play the ukulele, but I'm a dog, so I'm not gonna go.
I would like
And
to
we
see
become
a
all
dog
bards.
play.
All right.
I'm proficient, not necessarily very good.
Okay. So the next morning, like really early in the morning, a guard like knocks on your tent flap and says, General Ardra would like to see you in the lodge.
Now,
okay. I just wake up, do my morning prayer, put my armor on,
Mhm.
get ready.
Okay.
Kind of like
all right.
walk everyone awake.
So the guard
All right.
walks you
Put my armor
past the giant tent that you usually met her in, and he's leading you towards the forest. Do you do anything special?
Can I ask why we're going to the forest?
He says, Captain Seraphine, I'm taking you to the secret headquarters. It's a secret.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Yeah. Okay, well, are you totally sure about that? Are they in the secret headquarters?
Yes, Captain. It's magic. She
Do you
points
mind?
up ahead in the forest. You do see a tiny little lodge. It's like 10 feet by 15 feet. And it's just one step.
Great. Well, unfortunately, I am going to have to wait here for just a moment while I send a messenger to go check the tent real fast to make sure that everything is in order, that they haven't gone ahead of us yet already.
Okay. So what do you do?
Kind of just gonna flag down one of like the pages running around camp because I bet everyone's running around freaking out 'cause battle, and kind of just send him to Ardra's tent really fast to see if anyone's in there.
Who are you sending? Just a random soldier?
Yeah, just a random person.
Oh. Well, okay, hold on. The guy leading you. Wait, no. Don't tell any. This is a secret.
Well, I know, but secret.
Why don't you send one of your underlings? He points at the other three. You know?
Can I,
Your cannon fodder.
Can I,
Eli, they
Here.
are 5th level now, and they're going to be 5th level for a while. So, why don't you send one of your cannon fodder?
I don't
Excuse,
like the sound of that.
please understand that they're part of my team, and you must treat them with full respect.
Oh, of course, Captain.
Thank you. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to send someone. So we'll just wait a moment. Everything will work out fine. If they are what they say they are, no worries.
So,
I mean, I can go check it out while I'll shape into some
break up the group.
forest creature.
can I roll like a perception check to see if he's lying to us?
that's an insight. Yeah, go ahead.
Or an insight or something?
Hmm.
Oh, no, I don't know. I rolled a 6.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm really good at
we're
it.
all here, so could we all do
Yep.
that?
10
Okay.
plus 6, so that's 16.
Ooh, I rolled good.
He's being honest as far as he knows. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 24, so yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he's telling the truth.
Okay. I'd still like to just
He was probably
overly
saying-
cautious
yeah.
because we've been ambushed like a few times. So
Okay, so you guys gonna go to the lodge?
I'm gonna try and wait and see if that guy, some random shoulder, checks out their tent really fast.
After a minute, the door does open, and a raven flies out and flies towards Lilia. Lilia, you recognize this raven. Its name is Smoke. And it is the pet
Hello, Smoke.
of Jeet Jimbleclap, who you are, I believe, related to.
That's a great name.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So it like lands on your hat, and just looks around.
Hi.
It's just like a bird. So,
I can talk to it, so.
Oh,
Hello.
right. It talks. Okay. Hey, hey, Lilia, it's me, Smoke.
Hi, Smoke. How you
Smokey.
doing?
Got like emphysema or something. It's terrible.
Whoa.
Can you guys hurry up and go in the lodge? I mean, there's some big stuff happening.
Oh. Okay. All right. Guys, the Raven wants us to go do the things.
I'm up for it.
It did.
All right.
I've been up for it.
Don't worry, he's a good Raven. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Okay, so you gotta
Well,
go to the lodge.
Yeah.
yes.
Who's
Well,
opening the door?
I'll do it.
You are the first to see the
Come on,
interior.
Captain.
So outside,
Do it.
it's just like a 10-foot tall, 10-foot wide, 15 feet long lodge, like a real piece of crap lodge. But inside, it's like 100 feet wide and 100 feet long. And it looks like it's 3
Harry
stories
Potter.
tall. And there's like all these like trophies and like furniture and carpets and all sorts of stuff. And there's a huge table in the center. Sitting at the table is General Ardra. She's got her magic tattoos. She's an elf blade singer. She's got her magic sword, and she's got her mask of 7 deaths. And with her is Strom Wakeman, the wizard in the hooded robe, whose features are all blurry. And he's making tea very carefully at the table. And there's 2 people you have not met yet, although Lilia knows Jeet Jimbleclap, who is a old gnome lady with white hair, and a dwarf who none of you have ever met before. He's got a beard that's brown. He's got some scars. He looks a little tough. He's a tough guy. And then there's empty seats. That looks like there's 1 seat for each of you. General Ardra says, "There they are. Come in. We have some business to discuss." Do you go in and sit down at the table?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I do so, but like just like avoiding eye contact
Oh.
with the gnome.
Really?
Ooh.
All right. There is a hearth with a big fire going. Strom is drinking his special tea. There's a seat for each of you. There are maps on the table of Emridy Meadows and like locations of where enemy forces apparently are in the meadows. There's also, you see some reports. Apparently there's some kind of spy reports or something. There's a few guards in here, and they're expressionless. They're very attentive and just official looking guards. So let's see, a couple of things I gotta. Okay. So Ardra gets right to the point. She says, "Last night we caught an enemy spy named Dennick. We have him chained up in a wagon nearby under heavy guard. He fears for his life and has wisely supplied us with good information regarding our enemy's plans. Their forces outnumber us 3-1. I remain confident in our chances of victory. However, for all reports indicate these forces are undisciplined, untrained, and prone to infighting. We plan to use those weaknesses against the cultists by eliminating the leader of the Gnolls, a foul creature called Narag, the Dog King. Capturing or killing him is certain to set his lieutenants against each other until one establishes dominance, which will take more than a few days, time we can use to break the enemy. Can you do this?"
Oh, yeah.
She's excited.
Oh yeah.
She say
We
yes.
can take a dog.
Yeah.
She's like,
We've witnessed some of that infighting yesterday.
yeah. All right, so she reaches down like and pulls up a sack, and she places like a vial in front of each of you, and it looks like it's empty. And she just folds her arms and like looks at you expectantly. This will help you on your mission.
Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Yes.
That's 20!
Hey.
The liquid, there is a liquid inside, but it's very hard to see. Each one of them does have it's like a super clear liquid. And since you rolled a 20, you probably heard that. Clear potions that are barely visible like this are actually potions of invisibility.
Yeah!
And there's one for each of you.
How long does that last?
They may not see us,
1
but
hour.
they can hear us.
Okay.
But if you attack or cast a spell, it goes away. So.
Okay.
Thank you.
She says for what? She's waiting. She's waiting. She doesn't know if you guys know, so she's kind of waiting to see.
Well, I wouldn't know.
She's like,
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Guys, this is Potions of Invisibility. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited.
Sweet.
Thank Umbra.
Old Jeet Jimbo Clap says, I knew you'd figure it out, Lilia. You didn't say hi to your grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi.
Your grandma.
Lilia.
Yep.
She's adorable. So sweet.
She looks at Lilia. She looks at all your friends. She doesn't even give her grandmother a hug. I mean, it's a war. I could die tomorrow. You know, I'm not getting any younger.
Oh my god, you're like acting like we're actual grandma. Stop that.
Smoke is like, yeah, what the heck? She's old. We're both old, and we're gonna die. I mean, where do you think I got my emphysema from? Okay, it's not. I mean, they call me Smoke because I always hang out in smoky places, but I know that's not good for your lungs. But you know,
Alright.
we're gonna die.
I
Trying to impress upon you.
die?
Well, we're old. Come on. Within the next 10 years, you know, I mean, life goes by so fast. Lilia. You know, she eats a lot of dinners alone. I don't know if you know that, but she makes enough for two, but there's only one.
She likes to throw parties and entertain guests. And you never know when a guest will walk along, so she makes enough for two.
Lilia, Strom Wakeman, like just kind of walks behind you and is staring down at you in his blurry hole of his hood. He says, I should warn you, he says, there's a big battle up ahead, and I have a crucial role. I will need to have the 4 gems in the skull, and I'm going to have to cast this ritual on the battlefield, probably amidst many enemies. If I am struck down, Lilia, it's going to be up to you to finish this ritual. So if you don't mind, I would like to show you. And he drinks some of his tea, which smells really weird.
Oh.
It smells good to me.
No, it's like really like gross and alien. Like it's not any normal plant that you've ever heard of.
Can I do like a nature check or Arcana or something to see if I know what it is?
Make a Arcana.
Okay. It's a 25.
Private Black Lung. Yeah, maybe that's Smoke's last name, Black Lung. Jeanette is hosting us too. Wow, thank you, Jeanette. Okay, so what do you know about it? It's magic. And it looks like it has something to do. It's like You know the ingredients for a polymorph spell?
Mm.
Similar to a polymorph spell, but like more in depth.
Mm.
And the spell,
Alright.
you know that he has cast Blur on himself. Apparently he must cast it 4 times a day to keep himself always blurred. It's
So
just
like,
a
I can
real
assume-
waste of spell slots, but he's doing
Yeah.
it for some reason.
He's trying to look cool.
He says, so, Lilia,
I understand the edgy boy thing.
why don't we set up the skull, and I'll give you a copy of the ritual in case I am struck down. And I should warn you, when you enact this ritual on the battlefield, if I die,
Mm.
you make one wrong move and terrible things could happen, including you and everyone near you being sent to a random plane, which likely would be either the elemental plane of fire, earth, air, or water, or the abyss, probably Zugtmoy's home of Chandelavri, home of the demon funguses and the demon oozes, and Dweeblex, the ooze that walks.
Good thing I know magic then.
Of which there is no escape. So you should study it
Not
carefully.
worried.
Although I don't, I'm sure everything will go just fine. But it's just, I felt a little strange lately. He says, and like stares off in the distance.
Mm. Alrighty.
What? Oh, right.
Trying so hard to be edgy.
Excuse me, sir. Alright. Yeah, show me how it's done, and I
Yes.
pull out the pouch with the gems in it.
All right. Oh, good. Oh, and all right. So he busts out the lead container with the skull in it. Everybody's like, "Whoa!"
Before I give it to him, I'm like, if you hurt anybody that's not necessary to hurt, I will smite you down where you stand.
He pauses for a second and he says, I hear gnome brains are delicious. Anyway, here's your copy of the scroll.
I'm not scared of him. Although I probably should be.
So remember,
Yeah.
if
Oh, no.
in the middle of the final battle, if something should happen to me, you just finish it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I have this strange feeling inside my cranium.
Mm.
You know.
Okay.
All
Very
right.
well.
So Ardra says you all got your potions of invisibility. The dwarf says, "Oh, by the way, I'm Gert Stonebones, leader of the dwarves. My dwarves will, in that final battle, we will do our best to protect you, Lilia, if things go south."
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So Ardra says, all right, so we've captured a spy. His name is Danek. He knows a lot, but we're having a hard time getting him to talk. We had to pull Strom off of him because I think he was about to do something horrible. So I was wondering if maybe you wanted to see if you could get some information about Narag's den that might help you in your mission to kill their leader. Do you want to go do that?
That sounds like your expertise.
Me?
Yeah, with the charming and everything.
Ooh.
I can talk to him. I can't per se charm him, but I am very persuasive.
I mean,
He's got a bright, bubbly personality. I'm sure it's just begging to be used.
All right, here
If
we
push comes to
go.
shove, we can good cop, bad cop this.
Okay, so you're gonna go outside to where this cart is, where they have this dude chained up.
Yes.
Okay, so there's 4 dwarf guards who like nod at you guys, and yeah, there's one bad guy. He's wearing brown robes with like a rock on him. Apparently, he's an earth cultist. He looks like he's a quarter orc. Like his dad was a half orc, so he's got slightly greenish skin and like little tusks, and he's like a big hefty guy with like a really bad mustache. Like, you're never gonna be able to make me talk. I was trained to withstand any form of torture. So you might as well just go away. Because I pretty much,
Everyone here is being so edgy. I'm into it.
I pretty much lead the Earth cult, so you guys should let me go before I rain the fury of Earth down upon you. Boulders and gravel alike at the same time. Mudslide.
That's nice.
I quickly just kind of pat her on the back and cast guidance, just in case. You might.
Can I please? Hold on, let me find it. Okay. Can I please cast Fate Presence on him?
Yeah. What does that do?
All right. So he has everybody in a 10-foot radius. I guess just him has to make a wisdom saving throw, or he's charmed or frightened, and I want him to charm him. So, and
he failed. He got a 6.
Yeah.
Yay!
Charm away.
I think that's a success.
Yeah. So, I go up to him. Hi, I'm Lilia. What's your name?
My name is Danek, and I rule the Earth Cult and most of the Air Cult also, simultaneously. So I could share. You know, I'm looking for a new lieutenant. So maybe we could be friends. Maybe we could be friends or something.
Oh, we can definitely be friends, but I'm okay. I don't really need to be a lieutenant. But could you tell me, please, about your plans?
Okay, I'll tell just you a secret, okay? But you gotta come real close so I can whisper it to you.
I've got my crossbow ready at the slightest bad movement.
I hold up my my wand, and if he tries to do anything, I'm going to chill touch him.
He says you smell like cinnamon.
Thanks, I like to bake.
Your wand has a heart on it. What does that mean, I wonder?
It's a gift from a friend.
Okay, he has really bad breath, and he whispers in your face. The Dog King has a Knoll concubine who advises him. She watches over the lair when the Dog King is out hunting. Even if you kill old Narag, she might have the influence to keep the Knolls together for the battle. So you should kill her too.
Thank you. Is there anything else you want to tell me?
I am an intelligence operative, and I know a great deal of secrets about many different topics.
Hey guys, is there anything you want to know?
You should ask about the skull.
Ask him the best way to get in, or how to get to these people.
That's it.
So, what's the best way to get into your army's fortresses?
It's funny that you should ask. Secret number 2. Hidden entrance. There's a pair of dead trees and a patch of thorn bushes around the northeast side of the Dog King's Hill, behind which you'll find a narrow tunnel. It's unguarded and leads to Narag's lair. The main entrance, there's actually a camp in front where there's like a dozen gnolls and a dozen humans. So the secret entrance is you can just go right in.
Oh, that's very good.
Three of my agents died to bring me that information.
Oh, that's sad.
3 of my
Ask them
best.
if they have blackmail.
What?
Ask them if they have any blackmail on the concubine.
Oh.
What?
What was that?
So, so you got any good fish on the concubine?
I do know
details.
actually. My one friend snuck in there and watched them all night, and he learned a bunch of things. Gnolls, he explains that gnolls are their whole thing is that they're always hungry, so they're always fighting over food. And what happens was when some of them die, they become things called gnoll witherlings, which is like undead gnolls. And apparently the concubine commands like 6 or 7 witherlings that always guard her or whatever. And the Nerag and her name is Norgu, the concubine. They are really fond of each other, so they feed each other, and that's like a thing, between gnoll couples, It's like they fed each other. It was pretty. He felt like he shouldn't be watching, to be honest with you. That might be all the secrets I know. I might know one more, but I don't know. Why would I tell you? I don't have any friends.
I'll be your
And
friend.
these chains are so uncomfortable. I mean, you're probably just gonna kill me if I tell you any more.
No. Lilia.
I would never kill anybody.
I would. Lilia, ask him anything else that we can get on numbers of their party, escape routes, anything that might help.
Is there anything else you can tell us about their numbers or any other escape routes?
All right, my last major piece of information. The Dog King has a pet displacer beast that he rides into battle. It's a large and fierce specimen by all accounts. It's like a big cat with tentacles, and it looks like it's over here, but it's over there. And the gnoll rides it. And
I have a tooth of one of those things.
no, you don't.
Slayed one of those.
They don't have teeth.
I mean, technically, we didn't slay one of those, but
Technically.
So can I go now? My cult is waiting for me. We work on a hostage exchange program. I'm sure they'll trade like 70 soldiers for me. I'm very important.
Negotiate with terrorists.
We don't negotiate.
I go into my backpack and pull out like a cookie or something, and I give it to him, and I'm like, "Thank you so much for everything. Bye."
He's like, "You're
No,
welcome." It was worth it.
Should we go get some health potions and anything else we need really fast before we go sneaky sneak, hidey hide?
That sounds
Are
like
any
a good
shops
idea.
open?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it's just a camp. They have supplies. They don't have any health potions though.
Oh, got it.
Everybody-
I mean, I have some spells.
Yeah, I've got a few. Just ooh, actually, quick thinking. Does anyone have any lockpicks?
I have thieves' tools, and I think
Ooh. Okay, then we're all
Would
good
you
to
like-
go. No, I just wanted to make sure we got water. Everyone have what they need. Some snacks. We good.
Did everybody go to the bathroom?
Now's the time.
Hold on.
Might not be
Okay.
anywhere to go when we get
Guys,
there.
I do have an idea. Yesterday I talked to Gnarl, and he gave me a gift that's a magic mask that can make me look like anybody. So maybe we can sneak in and pretend to be this concubine.
Or you can pretend to be this concubine.
Well, yeah, of course.
Totally good.
That would probably.
Would it be your height, or I mean, I don't mean to small folk, but like, does it look the same theoretically?
What do I know about gnolls?
Yeah, they're medium sized. They're around the size of a. Gnolls are like hyena people. So.
Mhm. Well,
Okay.
I can make myself like a foot taller, so I
Okay,
don't know.
that'll work. We could.
I just need to see her. Probably be a good idea to like hide her somewhere or get rid of her or something
we
like
could
that.
use the invisibility to get in there, infiltrate, find
Mhm.
her, you see her, and then we could probably decide, if for some reason you're too short somehow, throw it on one of us if possible, and then
Or
could
we
just
could.
be
I would
three of us could be
probably.
visible behind you.
Well, you see, back a couple years ago, I was part of a traveling group, and I was a pretty darn good actress, so I can probably
I
pretend
do
to be
not
her.
doubt
This
your
works out
acting ability.
perfectly.
This works out. This is great.
Okay, then I guess let's get a move on.
Mhm.
So
Alright.
what's the plan?
We're gonna try to find this concubine,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna try to hide her, and then I'm gonna pretend to be her.
Hide her.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Okay, we're gonna sneak in.
All right. So
Yeah.
you know the location. It's about 2 hours away. So it's, I don't know, like 10 in the morning, I guess. And you're gonna look for the secret entrance that he described.
Yes,
Mhm.
we're gonna sneak to it.
Okay.
Is it a long distance to get there? Is it a long distance?
2 hours, yeah.
It's 2 hours from where you are, so it's what,
Would it be better if we
miles.
rode?
They might attract attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
We'll just power walk it out. We'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
good to get some exercise.
Okay, so you power walk there, and so you do see after a little bit of
Good
poking
voice.
around a pair of dead trees and a patch of thorn bushes, and you do see a narrow tunnel nearby. Apparently, that leads to the inside of the bad guy's den.
At this point, I would like to cast Pass Without a Trace,
Yeah,
which is a level
right,
2
thank
spell.
you.
So that just gives
sweet.
everybody, whenever you make a stealth check, you get a 10+ bonus. That
Oh,
includes me. So
Amazing.
We both have that
Everybody-
now.
everybody's A-okay.
Okay.
Pass Without a Trace.
Yes, let's stealth inside.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's dark in there. Most of you have dark vision, though, right? No, some of you don't. So what's your light?
I'm an
source?
easy human. I'll do that guide dog thing where I like put an arm on either person and just like guide me through the darkness.
Well, you have a
Okay.
you have a dog, a blink dog, so it can
He can see through the dark, right? He can see,
a
right?
little bit probably.
See, guide dog.
I don't know.
Yes.
We
Okay.
have a
I
guide dog?
Well, you can
Dog.
smell and stuff, right? All right, so going into the tunnel.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna stealth.
But
and
we'll
go-
have good boy direct us to go the right direction.
Okay.
Am I able to cast another spell, speak with animals, and just communicate with him?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good boy.
Okay.
We need to get through this.
says-
and we need to...
I smell water. Dragon lady.
Butter.
I like
Otter.
that.
And
Should we check
I
this
can
out,
hear the
guys?
water also. It's big. It's big water. It's a lot of big water down there.
Hmm.
Big water. Okay.
So you're gonna
I
head
do
down.
have dark vision, so I can take point with the blink dog.
So you're gonna go down the sloping tunnel.
I think so. And we'll
Yeah.
we'll link hands together and just use our guide dog.
Yeah. Can we stealth?
Oh my god, guys,
They
we're
covered-
like the Wizard of Oz
Are-
team.
Sorry.
Let's go stealth.
Uh,
Is it? It's
you don't need
Sorry.
to. Don't worry about the checks. You're fine.
Got it.
Okay.
You go down the tunnel, and you come to an enormous underground grotto filled wall to wall with dark water. So there's an underground lake, looks to be about 500 feet in diameter. On the opposite side, there's like a wall, and if you climb it like 10 feet, it leads to a tunnel that continues on. So you have really good eyesight because you can see all the way across over there. But yeah, there's a huge lake between you and the way you need to go. And
Huh.
the dog wags his tail excitedly.
What is it, good boy?
It's a lot of water. Oh, and there's things in the water.
Great.
Oh,
What kinds of
What
things?
kinds of
Oh.
Do you know?
How do we get across? Can any of y'all, or do any of you know how to move water or build a bridge?
In the water, you see some pale crustaceans and
Oh.
fish with like white eyes swimming around.
Yeah.
And he jumps in to try to get a fish.
Oh God.
Does it catch it?
No, he does not.
Oh, that was a good try.
So I scared them away. They're coming back. You got a blind fish,
Aw.
and he brings it to Bravesweet. He plops the fish at your
Aw.
feet.
Aw.
This is for you. This
Oh,
is for you.
thank you. I actually like. I imagine I like fish, and I'll eat it raw. So I'll just take the fish and just start chewing it nonchalantly. Give him a good pat on the head, like good boy.
I've
Anybody
seen
got a
worse.
boat?
Okay. Is the water like deep or shallow?
It's deep, and it's very
Okay.
dark. It's underground. It's dark water. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of
I
creepy.
don't know. I don't think I want to swim in this.
It's like
Does anyone want to get across?
it's like swimming in a pool at night. It's just like the most terrifying thing ever.
How far is it to the other side?
500 feet.
Okay. Well, we did get a grappling hook.
I lost my grappling hook. That thief thing took it from me. Well,
Don't worry, I got one too.
Okay. Can the blink dog teleport any of us? Or
Mostly it's just himself, but he can if he's
Himself.
carrying stuff, he can bring that with him too. He can teleport. Looks like up to 40 feet.
ooh, so he couldn't even
Oh,
do. Okay.
Alright.
I mean, I have conjure animals. I don't know if we could get a water-based mount at all.
a turtle.
You
Can we do a turtle?
Yeah, giant turtle.
Do a freaking turtle.
get a turtle!
Let me
But,
look
like,
up my spells. Hold on.
A badass, like,
Yes!
no winky turtles. We want the badass turtles, like the cream of the crop. He's been
Okay.
eating steroids.
So, according to this, it's like 4 beasts of the challenge rating 1/2 or lower would be probably what we need for that.
Let's see. Turtle. Do they have that in this book? Let's see.
I don't know. I should have grabbed my monster manual.
Giant goat, scorpion, toad. I don't have a turtle.
We do have a good track record with frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'd help with actually like bringing us across the lake though. It's
Hey,
You
like
could just sit on
That's
the
fair.
Like a big turtle, like a giant, like one of those snapping turtles that
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
annoying
Yeah.
big.
Like the thing
We-
from Legend of Zelda.
Like
we
we
can
all
also
say, like not much.
All right.
I mean,
You can do
there's
that.
also one beast of a challenge rating of 2 or lower, but I'm not sure.
All right. So
I don't
you want a giant snapping turtle, right?
Yeah.
All right.
you
Yeah,
could
we
go
can do that.
one across at a time.
I can use the I'll use the giant seahorse stats, but I'll just change it to a turtle. Okay.
There's a giant
Okay, that sounds
seahorse.
good to me.
All right. So it's large. So yeah. All right. So you summon a giant turtle. All right.
Yes!
It's like looking around like
Ingenuity.
All right.
what?
So-
the-"
Hello, friend.
Oh wait.
It's-
Somebody
okay,
can
so
talk to
it-
him, right? Is that true?
Each
I
beast
can.
is
Oh,
also
I can
considered
talk, I
fey.
usually talk to animals, so I can talk
Oh.
to.
Hello.
What do you need me to say?
It
What?
says
Hi.
the summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions. They obey any
Oh.
verbal commands that I issue.
Okay, never mind. You go
I
ahead.
feel
They're
like
fey
I'm gonna
spirits,
have to do
so.
whatever you tell me. So okay.
Hello, friend.
Oh well, it's a big lake we got here.
Yeah.
All right.
we're very kind of short on being able to swim. Is it possible to catch a ride and swim across?
I feel like you're making me an offer I can't refuse. So, he's large, so he's 4 squares big. So you can
Okay.
all get on, right? And I mean,
Oh.
Lilia's small and the dog is small, so you could probably both squeeze onto one square.
I'll hold the dog.
I can just sit
Just
ride
sit on
him.
top of Good Boy. Yeah.
Yeah, without him.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Oh, man.
So you all get on. Okay, so you get on the turtle and it turtles
Yeah.
into the water and it starts swimming
Yeah.
across the water.
Yeah, that's the goal right now.
All right. He's
I
like,
love it.
"Can I go home once I get to the other side?"
Oh yes,
What is
of
this?
course.
Okay. Because I was in the middle of
you.
something. I don't want to.
Thank you for helping, dropping everything to help us.
I mean, I was doing turtle stuff. No offense. All right, so you get about halfway across the lake. Everybody make perception checks.
Ooh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my page is over here. I gotta...
12.
Oh, that's not.
All right, let's see.
Oh.
Bravesweet got a 12, right? All right. Let's see.
17.
I rolled a 1, so it adds up to 8, but I rolled a 1.
I got a 17 too.
All right, Bravesweet got a 12. Winthrop got a 1, right?
Yep.
What about Lilia?
17.
That's good. 17 for Lilia. And what about Seraphine?
17 as well.
All right, 17 for Seraphine. I gotta make a roll here.
Oh god.
Ooh, okay. So, you're on the turtle. It's quiet, just water sounds, and there's that weird reflection, the water on the ceiling. So you're going across. You get about halfway, and most of you sense there's something in the water shooting up at you and your turtle. It looks like 2 humanoid creatures, and they're big. So everybody roll initiative, please.
Oh god.
Do I roll initiative for the turtle as well, or are you
I'll do the turtle.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see.
Today is not Winthrop's day.
What did
Oh,
Bravesweet?
pick a new die.
I got a 5.
All right, so let's see. A 5 for Bravesweet. What about Lilia?
I got a 12.
12 for Lilia. What about Winthrop?
4.
4. And what about Seraphine?
16.
All right, 16. And then I'm gonna roll for my these.
Pop off some shot.
Oh, look at that. All right, me.
Oh god.
And then what about the NPC creatures? 8. All right, so that first roll was for surprise, right? So Winthrop was surprised. That means when we go through the order, Winthrop's not going to do anything this first go around, and then we'll go to normal. So I go first on the surprise round. So these 2 creatures pop up out of the water, one on either side of the turtle. They're green. They kind of have long chins and these huge tusks popping out of them. And they've got like bluish green scales, and big claws, and they're each large, so they're like 10 feet tall. So they kind of gleefully pop out of the water and attack.
Gleefully.
Yes. So the first one, I will roll randomly to see who gets attacked. First one is Bravesweet. Bravesweet.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Plus,
All right.
now they've got 3 attacks. 1 bite and 2 claws.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
so 20, and higher than it. All right. So it looks like, how many hit points do you have? Just real quick as a question.
43.
Okay. Good. Okay. So you take 7, then 11, and 11. So you take 29 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Shoot.
29.
Now the
That
other.
is a lot of points of damage.
Wait, did you roll to
What?
see if it hit me? They just hit me?
I
Like,
rolled.
oh.
I rolled all 3.
He rolled. They were all like higher than.
Oh, okay.
It was all
Oh, okay.
20 or higher. So
Oh, never mind.
yeah,
God,
sorry.
God.
So the
Good.
second one pops up, but it doesn't try to attack. It's trying to grab someone and pull them under. So let's see. That's going to be little Lilia. So Lilia, we're going to make a opposed strength check.
That's not good.
Oh no.
Oh
I
god!
rolled really
I'm
high.
not strong.
Come on.
I got 11.
I got a 23. So,
Oh,
so
great.
it jumps up,
great.
it grabs you in its claws, and it like pulls you into the black water.
Oh god.
That was my turn. All right. Now it is Seraphine's turn. So
Oh,
Lilia just
God.
got pulled in, and Bravesweet just got
Um.
sliced up bad by this big humanoid thing.
Okay.
Killer dolphins.
So quick question. So if I did any like spells, would they still like does the water affect them or anything? Like I can still hit them
Some
or
spells do, like fire spells. I think do half damage. As long as you can see your target, I think most spells will still work. If you're
Okay.
underwater and casting, that's harder. Because if you have to speak to cast a spell, then you can't cast a spell underwater. But you're not underwater. So the trick is it's dark water, so you might have to make a perception to see your target if you have to see the target. That's the only thing.
Okay. Can I see anyone? I can see the one that's attacking Bravesweet, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt. All right.
Yes. So, luckily, I got a good thing. Okay. 13 plus 6, that's 19.
19 hits. How much damage?
Woo! 4d6 radiant damage. So, where are my 6s? Okay. 4, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 points of radiant damage.
12. Okay. 12 points. All right. Boom. You hit it with a light, and it kind of shrieks. And a big wound opens up in its shoulder. Is that it for Seraphine?
Yeah, because I'm afraid to move.
Okay.
I can't move.
All right. Lilia, on your turn, you're underwater. It's swimming down. You see a couple things. Down at the bottom, you have dark vision, right? So you can see pretty far. There's a chest down there. It seems to be swimming you down to the chest. They have like a little, like beds of seaweed and stuff that they sleep on or whatever. Like they have a little home down there, and they're just trying to drag you down there. There's also a lot of blind fish and pale crustaceans. The fish are just like, bumping into you, like, pardon me, like, I can't see anything, And then the pale crustaceans are like, hey, man, what? Oh, no, the poor little lady, she's in big trouble, That's a shame, and they're all kind of watching, kind of clicking their claws. So what would you like to do?
Okay, can I do either like animal handling or persuasion to try to get the crabs to pinch the guys so I can swim up?
Okay. Well, you can't talk
Yes.
underwater. How do you want to do this?
Let me check something.
Uh-huh.
I'm just trying to think. All my spells are verbal, so I don't know what I can do. I'm trying to pantomime. Help me.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Just make like
You're trying to be
a
like,
persuasion or whatever, or animal handling, whatever you want.
I'm gonna go for persuasion. Let's hope it works.
What'd you get?
Yeah, 9.
Aww.
So what would you like to do on this turn? They're gonna watch you and see maybe they can help.
Just
If you're
can I try to?
if you're trying to escape, they could probably try to help you escape.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to distract them in some way so I can escape.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to do.
If you're trying to escape its grasp, you'll have advantage on your check. Okay.
Okay.
So they all start like pincer clawing the creature, and
Okay.
it's painful.
All right.
I rolled it. What'd you get?
You have advantage, don't forget.
Yeah, you roll twice.
Yeah.
Take the higher.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Oh, all right.
Aww.
Okay.
Guys, I'm a -1 strength. This is not like.
Okay. All right. So All right, after Lilia is the NPCs. So there's the turtle. I guess the turtle will rotate and snap at the above
yeah.
water sea troll.
Do your
And
thing, snapping
misses.
turtle.
And then
Great.
the dog blinks and disappears and appears underwater next to Lilia. And it tries to bite the troll. And does! Alright. The underwater troll has taken some damage.
Yay, turtle friend.
Alright, so let's see here. The dog does... Oh, where's... Alright, doesn't do a lot of damage, but still, something. Alright, so the underwater dog... Alright, so after my NPCs is Bravesweet. This troll just
Alright.
popped up and like, rah, you know, clawing you and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 attacks against the thing that attacked me.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that probably doesn't hit. Is it dexterity? I'm sorry.
For a ranged attack, yeah, it'd be dex based.
Yeah,
plus
that's
your
7.
proficiency. 7
That's a 7.
misses.
Another
is that
attack.
both?
Oh, that was worse. That was 6.
6. Okay. All right, so you shoot twice, but you're on a turtle, so it's wobbly. It's hard
Yeah.
to aim.
I'm putting that dice away.
I mean, it's not really. I mean, do you want to move at all? There's not really any space on the turtle, but I don't know.
Is it? Can I reach down and try to grab? I don't know if I can try to help Lilia out, or
She's probably like 15 feet down right now.
Mhm.
okay. I guess I stay where I am, and I'm just like, someone help Lilia.
Okay.
We can't.
All right, so
Yeah.
the round. This is when Winthrop would have gone, but Winthrop is surprised. So now we start regular time, and it's the troll's turn. Let me do the underwater troll. All right, so it's gonna swim you to the bottom, and just say like, you know, you look delicious, like the heart's motif. And then the other one. Who will it attack? I will roll randomly. Oh god. Okay. All right. It looks like it's all right. So it's gonna take some shots at the turtle and at Bravesweet. All right. Let's see here.
Oh, Bravesweet.
Oh no! Oh
Okay,
no!
guys, I got
Why
you.
is it always you?
Bravesweet.
Right
Oh
here.
no!
Bravesweet does a 20 total hits. So you're gonna take
20?
7 damage.
Oh, that's not terrible. Okay.
And looks like turtle is dead. Turtle's dead.
Oh,
So,
Oh,
so
we're
he's
singing.
not
That might be a problem.
dead. He just poofs back to the Fae.
Oh no! Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh no!
shit.
You're all in
Okay.
the water now.
Great.
Oh, that
That'll-
is not good.
Oh,
All right.
All right.
Fine. Everything's
This
fine.
wouldn't have happened if we just made a
So
rope bridge, but
horrible.
okay.
This is horrible.
Okay.
wrong.
All right. Seraphine's
Everything's
turn.
fine.
Oh god. Can I do any like load
Yeah.
my crossbow or even swing my mace with effect in water?
It's just
Okay.
yes, but I think some weapons, most weapons have disadvantage to hit in water, but crossbows do not. Crossbows shoot normally underwater, so.
Okay, well, just know what I'm doing. I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at that little awful troll.
All right.
The one that I can see.
Alright.
Okay.
198. Okay, let's see here.
9 plus 5, that's a 14.
14 hits.
Okay, thank God. Okay, so that's gonna be 1d8 plus. Where's my d8? Okay. 6 plus 2, that's 8 points of piercing damage.
Alright, 8 points of piercing on the. Okay, just hurt once. Alright, so boom! 20. Oh! Seraphine, you hit it last round, right? You notice that the wound that it had from your first shot is closing up.
What?
Looks like.
We're only level 5.
Oh god.
I know.
It's okay.
Yeah. All right. So underwater combat. When making a melee weapon attack, you have disadvantage on the attack roll unless you're using a dagger, a javelin, a short sword, a spear, or a trident. A ranged weapon attack automatically misses if it's beyond the weapon's normal range. Even against the target within normal range, the attack roll has disadvantage. But there's exceptions. Unless you're using a crossbow, a net, or javelin, spear, trident, or dart. And creatures and objects that are fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage. So that means you would take half damage from any fire-based attacks. Oops, dropped my book. Okay, so that was Seraphine's turn. Lilia! So now you're at the bottom. It's brought you all the way down. There's a lot of concerned crustaceans. And a dog swimming after. So what do you do?
I guess I'm gonna try to break out again.
Okay. All right, the crustaceans. Actually, the dog will help you, so you'll have advantage.
Why?
Good boy.
All right. So, strength check. Oh God!
I got a 12.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
Oh my God!
I guess I live under the sea now, guys. That's what's
You're
happening.
gonna die.
Oh wait, hold on.
I'm-
Thank you. Gaming Din. Remember that grapples escapes are contested by strength or dex, so you can use. Actually, isn't it athletics or acrobatics? So if you want, you could re-roll it with your acrobatics if that's better.
Oh, thank you, chat. Oh, my
You have
God.
advantage, and I'll roll again too. Ready?
Okay. Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes.
Oh god. Thank you, people who comment.
Thank you. I got 22.
Hey!
Yeah.
You escape its grasp. So
Yes.
some good news.
you want to swim?
And then you realize we're no longer on a turtle.
The turtle is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
They have terrible strength but pretty good dex, so it's fine.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right, so you can still move. Do you want to swim up, or do you want to do something?
Yeah. I'm gonna swim up. I'm gonna try to swim up and out, as it were.
Oh, gaming. Yeah, I re-rolled since I made a mistake. I figured we'd just re-roll and do a fresh one. All right, yeah, you're swimming up, so it's 40 feet deep, so you get up 30. So you're 10 feet from the top. And you see, you're coming up underneath your friends who are treading water. And there's the one troll there fighting them in the water. So NPCs, the dog, let's see if his thing recharges.
I have a question.
It does, actually.
How does breathing underwater work?
You have to hold your breath. You can hold your breath for at least 30 seconds. What's your constitution modifier? You can hold it for 2 minutes, I think. 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, cool.
And then you start suffocating, which is like you're gonna die quick once that
That's what Okay, cool.
All right. So that was Lilia's turn. NPCs. So the dog recharged its blink power, so it actually blinks up to the other troll. Oh, and bites it for a few points. And the turtle's back in the Feywild, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll never guess what just happened to me. Yeah. In a cave.
He has
So
a
many
story to
turtle
tell.
stories to tell his
They're like-
turtle friends.
They're like, you're lying. You're lying. You were just there. No, really. All right. So, Bravesweet, it's your turn.
Oh. Okay, I'm in the water. And everything has disadvantage if I use it, but I have to use it because that's all I got. Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the thing again. I'm gonna try.
Oh,
Or is it just
I forgot. All right, so when the dog blinked up,
oh.
the dog is who has those beads of force from last time?
I
Great.
believe that's me.
Who has them?
I have beads of force.
You? And you can talk to him, right?
Yes.
Oh, he says, "Hey, Dragon Lady, you have the beads of
Yeah?
force. Remember, you can use the beads of
Thank you.
force on the thing, and it will
You're
do.
so smart.
I know. Thank you.
That's alright.
So are you.
Oh,
Hamster ball the troll.
He's such a
Alright.
good boy.
All right.
Alright, I use
Good boy, it's a good boy.
I think I like to use the same technique that we did some episodes ago where I wrap a little bit of medical kit stuff around with an arrow and I shoot at the guys trying to make him into a hamster ball. So
Oh, Phoebe, you're gonna be at disadvantage.
I know, but I'm gonna
Know
try.
what you gotta do.
This-
Well, just so you
We're
know,
gonna be having a
normally-
lot of fish.
normally when you use the bead of force, let's see here.
I mean, I could throw it, but is
Yeah.
it still at disadvantage if I throw it?
Let me check. Let's see here. Bead of force. No, you wouldn't be. He just has to make a dexterity
Okay,
saving
then I
throw.
don't put it on an arrow and I just try to
So you
toss
just
it at him.
throw it in everything in a 10-foot radius of where your bead lands. Has to make the save. So you might catch some fish and crustaceans in it too.
Ooh, yum, 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 yum. All right. Oh, that probably doesn't work. That's a.
Well, no, you don't have to roll
15.
anything. I just have to make a dex save.
Oh. Oh, you do? Oh.
I have a
great.
+1. Here we go. I guess I'll charge it up. With positive energy.
Bad
Plus
energy.
Negative.
1.
Boo! Boo!
Shit. I rolled a 17. So let's see.
Oh, that
Um,
probably misses. Oh, well.
let me look. I wrote the page number down. That's page 154 in the Dungeon Master's Guide. Let's see. Alright. 154. Bead of Force. Throw the bead. Oh, creatures that succeed on the save or are partially within the area are pushed away from the center of the sphere until they are no longer inside it. Only breathable air. But it looks like... Okay, so... Only breathable air can pass through the sphere's wall. That's weird. No attack or other effect can.
So we're doing some science with water.
Yeah. We have to drop the sphere
Yeah.
versus the wall.
Osmosis.
Well,
Hey,
so it was like... you can. It's 10-foot radius, so you could push it 20 feet away. You do that.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So
Okay.
boom! Bam! And it kills like a whole bunch of fish and stuff.
Oh no!
you were innocent.
Those were my new friends!
Sacrifice-
Each fish took
sacrifices were necessary.
5d4 force damage, so...
Needed to go. Someone had to go.
Start swimming.
So I
Screw it. Just start
I
swimming.
guess that would make big waves, right? Whoosh, whoosh. Okay.
Yes, yeah. Start swimming to shore if I can.
It's 250 feet away.
Gotta start somewhere, man.
All right. So let's see. That was Bravesweet. You all done?
Yeah, I think I did.
Winthrop, you have recovered from your shock. And you're ready.
I think first I saw Bravesweet take a whole bunch of damage, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
did.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna healing word
Oh, thank you.
and just kind of yell at you. Like, you're
Okay.
fine. You're fine. And so that's D4 plus my wisdom. So
Okay, so you roll it or I roll it?
if you want to roll it, you can roll it.
Okay. I never get to roll a d4. Oh, that's a 2.
So it's a
2
total of
plus-
7.
That's not bad.
Then I'll just turn into a crocodile.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Oh, can you swim underneath me and give me a hand?
Yeah, I can. I'll do that. Like just
Yes, I know I'm fine, but help.
like
All right. So you're a crocodile.
yeah.
So let's see what your,
Yeah.
your
I
speed
swim
is.
better as a crocodile, I think. Gonna pull up the stats over here so I can know.
All right. A regular crocodile. So,
Yeah.
Your speed is... you have a swim speed of 30, so... Because
Okay.
normally when you swim, you're supposed to make a... You move half your speed unless you have a swim speed, so... But
Oh,
you have a
there you
swim
go.
speed, so you do 30, so that means if you double moved, it would be 60. casting is an action and shape shifting is an action too, right?
Yeah, but my casting was a bonus action.
Go as a bonus action, Eli Darkheart, but I appreciate the audit, just in case. Okay.
Yes. I planned that out since the top of the round. I'm like, what do I do?
My girl.
It's all right. Hey, thank you. I'm always missing stuff like that. I appreciate it. All right. So you turn into a crocodile and you start swimming, and you kind of get Bravesweet's leg or whatever in your teeth, and you start. Okay. So.
Ow! Careful.
After Winthrop
Enough
is
damage today.
me.
You still have to speak to animals. So I'm like, just hold on to my tail. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I can still start healing. Never mind.
So the one troll seems to be staying underneath for some reason. The other one has got to make a decision here. And Seraphine, to your dismay, you see its wounds closing up again. It looks almost fully healed. All right, so let's see. Who's it going after?
I see that.
It's staying with Lilia and Seraphine. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Seraphine!
What's up?
It comes over to you. Here we go. +7.
I don't like +7 anything.
25.
Yeah.
11.
Okay. 11 points damage.
And a
I can do
natural
that.
1. Hey, all right, so it bit you for 7 points. So it swims up, swipes at you twice, but you dodge, and then it bites you once. And that's it for
Nothing.
them. And then it's Seraphine's turn.
Okay. Got it. I think it's a bag of dicks. And I'm gonna...
I keep that in my treasure chest.
I'm gonna
What's this bag?
just smack it and cast Inflict Wounds.
Inflict wounds. Okay. So,
Yeah, and
I
that's
make
a
a
+6. Well,
Or just
no, it's
roll
just
it.
to hit.
Alright.
It's just a touch. So, +6 to that. Natural 20!
Nice. Nice.
That sounds good.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 3d10. So then let's
Whoa, all right. 3d10.
that. Okay, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, take them
Let's
out.
pick 5 colors. Let's see what looks good today. Okay. Okay, so that's 8, 2, and a 3. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 13 points of damage. And then double that. So 26 points of damage.
All right, wait. All right, hold on. You rolled a 20, right? So I think you roll 60-10. I think that's how that
Oh,
works.
60-10?
You just
Okay,
add it all
then let
together.
me-
You keep it or you re-roll again. I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
I'll roll, and so I got 13, so then I'll roll another 3. Ooh, okay. 7 out of 5, so 14, so that's 19, so 13 plus 19, so that's 31.
Dang, 31.
That's even better.
Screams
Yeah.
in pain.
31 points of necrotic damage!
All right.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was not on the receiving end of that. That knocked me out. Almost. Not completely, but real close.
Okay, what have healed you?
That was Seraphine's turn. Now it is Lilia's turn.
Okay, so can you just sorry, I was a little bit confused about it. Can you remind me of verbal, for if I'm still underwater, is verbal gonna be a problem?
Well,
Like-
you're 10 feet under, but you could use your move to swim up to the surface, and then
Okay,
you're fine.
then I'll do that,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna cast fairy fire
Nice.
Very cool.
Hey.
on like all the area around me. I don't know, is fire gonna be a problem?
Oh, fairy fire doesn't do fire, right? It's just light.
It's just
like-
light.
Mostly it's
Okay.
used to illuminate invisible creatures, I think.
Right, but also like any creature that's in the 10-foot radius gets disadvantage.
Is that right?
We get advantage on it.
Oh.
Yes.
All right.
So, yeah.
Thank you. That helps so
Oh yeah, I
much.
forgot to say, for my movement, I'm gonna start swimming after
Grab
the other.
the crocodile.
Okay.
Yeah. Swim after.
All right. Fairy.
Grab the edgy crocodile.
All right. Let's see here.
Thinks he's so cool.
Each object's in a 20-foot
The
cube.
crocodile has the tattoo.
Oh, it has to make a
Sorry?
dex- I have to make
Oh,
a dex-
still. It's just like in the scales.
Yeah, like an edgy tattoo on the
What's
side.
what's the DC for your spells? I think I failed it, but
It's a 15.
okay.
Ooh.
I failed. So this is a concentration spell. You can hold it up to 1 minute. The attack roll has advantage, and it can't be invisible. Okay. All right. Good. All right. So yeah, it's got fairy fire like swirling around it. It looks kind of like illusory fire, kind of, doesn't it? And it
You
really
could use its
freaks
color.
out. It sees the fire and it freaks out, like it's kind of panicking.
All right.
And it actually
it's
screams.
bright pink.
It screams fire, like really loud.
Come on! Come with us!
All right, and that was Lilia's turn.
So 10 feet up, and then I think I can go 25, so 15 in the direction of the shore.
Yeah, I think with swimming you move half your speed though, so you're.
Okay,
Kill
so
him, give me
just
a
up. Yeah. I have tiny feet, you guys.
All right, it's
Get away!
the dog's turn. Bites him. Does a couple points.
Good
Oh, he has
point.
advantage. Let's just see if he gets a 20. No. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so he bit the creature. Creature's not bleeding, but it's got a bunch of wounds on it, so it is starting to look hurt.
Nice.
All right, so that was the dog. Then I guess the dog will swim along with you guys. And then it's Bravesweet's turn.
All right. Can I like? Well, I guess I'm being dragged by her, so I don't have to use my movement. Can I do 2 shots behind to try to hit the fellows? Since I have disadvantage, and then I'm given advantage thanks to the fairy fire, it just crosses each other.
Yep, they cancel
right?
out. That's right. Yep.
Okay, so just normal. Okay.
So you're kind of like,
Natural 20.
oh, nice.
Bravesweet with her natural 20s
Dang.
Yay!
against creatures that we were supposed to trap in force speeds. Woo!
I mean, it never really works out as planned, right? Whoops.
No.
Here comes a sphere-shaped monster. Shoot it! Yeah, I'm like, but you're supposed to.
So I rolled a 9 and a 5.
14.
14. And then I roll again because that's
Mhm.
it's. I rolled a 10 and a 3, so that's 13.
So it's 27.
Oh my. 27.
Dang.
And I think that's it. Yeah. No wait. Then it's plus 6 because I
Plus
used my longbow or whatever.
33.
So it's plus
This
6.
day.
61,
So,
72.
A lot of
Holy-
damage.
It is. All right, so that's just like in the face and like blood's like, and it's very, very close to dead. Very close to dead.
Ugh.
I can take my second shot.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God.
Attack!
All right,
Woo!
here we go.
Watch me get another nat 20. Just watch. No, 17 is still good though.
You hit.
Oh yeah.
17.
All right, let's see how much
Uh,
damage you do.
That's 5. Wait, 5. That's 10.
10,
Wait, nope, that's 11.
11. Eli, I'm saying that the crocodile is kind of dragging her along, so
Yeah.
she doesn't have to hold on to the creature. So she's got
I'm
her
cross
hands
surfing.
free. Or like maybe she's like actually riding the crocodile, taking aim.
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
All right, it is.
Imagining this crocodile has your hair still, the emo hair.
It has the
Does it?
scales.
That's the skeleton in there.
No scale.
All right, this creature is hurt so bad, like if you just like flick it and do 1 point of damage, it will die.
Aw,
Hey.
So Winthrop, you're in crocodile form. What would you like to do?
Like, where am I at in this situation?
I don't know. You're like 30,
Just
60
your
feet
tail,
away,
tail.
30 feet away from the troll that has right now 1 hit point.
Ugh. Well,
But you know that it goes right after you and it will regenerate. So it will have more than 1 hit point after your turn.
yeah, but how far away am I again?
30 feet.
60? 30 feet? Oh, yeah, okay. Screw it. Stupid mistakes, everybody. Let's go. Let's try to just get him.
hmm
Yeah.
Just
turn the
Just
croc
swim up.
around.
Turn this croc around.
yeah, let's go.
Turn this cock around right
Question:
now.
Would she have advantage on this, or would it still be disadvantage?
Depends on what she's doing.
I'm biting it.
Oh,
because
really?
That's
Okay.
what I
So you're actually
can do.
beep, beep.
as
Okay,
a
so you-
crocodile.
All right, cool. Yeah, you have advantage. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. All right, let's grab another d20.
Yeah.
Go. Critical.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The other one was a 1, so I don't know.
Oh my
1 out of 20.
god.
It can't get better advantage than that,
Yeah.
or worse disadvantage, I guess.
Okay,
So.
so let me look at something here real quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Troll stat block. All right. Okay, so you bite it. I mean, what do you say? Like, what do you do?
I'm just kind of acting like a dog, and I just get him. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Like I for a
Okay.
leg or something.
Okay.
Like, I don't know where.
There's blood
what's going on.
everywhere. All right.
Yeah.
So it dies. Is that it for your turn then?
That was my movement and my action. So yeah, unless I want to revert back, which I don't.
Okay. So
I'm still here. so-
after your turn.
Exactly.
So here's the deal.
Okay.
It was reduced to 0. It
Mhm.
regains 10 hit points at the start of its turn. So it
It
suddenly
is-
like
okay.
snaps back to life. The
Hold
wounds
on, I looked
are
up a thing. It does have to make a strength check, I think, because it's a grapple. My bite's a grapple.
Oh, so you still have it grappled?
Mm.
This gross thing in
If I
here.
remember correctly. Pulling up the crocodile stat block again.
All right, we're grappled. All right, here, I'll make a strength thingy. +4.
Alright.
I got a 16 total.
Okay, yeah, that escapes the DC. So
All right, so it's awake. Crocodile. Here we go. Ready? This is horrible.
I'm
Plus
scared.
7. 3 attacks. 18.
Let's go.
18. So that's 7
much-
points. And then 11. Does that hit? 11?
An 11?
Yeah.
No, that does not hit.
3 plus 7, 10. So it looks like I only hit you once for 7. So
Okay.
it wakes up, it thrashes about, and it bites you, and does some damage. It's looking really hurt, but you were sure it was dead, but its wounds keep coming back. So it just seems to heal whatever damage it takes.
I don't like it.
All right, so that was my turn. Seraphine, it is your turn.
Okay.
Knock him out.
Just gonna I want to make sure I can do enough.
And when it wakes up, also, you still got the fairy fire going, right? When it
Yeah.
sees the fire, it like flinches for a second, and then it remembers that it's. Like,
I know, I'm trying to. Okay, so if I casted something with fire, or actually, I'm trying to figure out what I can do. What can I do? Because the fire, it's water and it doesn't do that. Okay. Hang on.
You can hit it with like
Okay.
whatever, because you're not gonna have disadvantage on it.
Yeah, I'll I want to make sure I do enough damage to knock it out. I'll just hit it with my crossbow.
Okay.
I don't want to waste a spell slot.
Okay.
So you have advantage on that.
Ooh, I do? Okay. Don't need it. I got a 19 first time, plus
Okay.
5, so 24.
Okay. How much damage?
It's going to be 1d8 plus 2. Okay, so 5 plus 2, so that's 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Hurt really bad, but still alive.
Oh, dear!
Wow.
All right. Is that it for Seraphine?
Yeah.
After Seraphine is Lilia Starbit.
Okay. How far am I away from the shore?
250 feet.
All right, I'm staying here, and I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast on both of them because now I can do 2 beams.
The other one is just gone. You don't know what happened to
Okay.
that one.
Okay, then I'll do one beam. Then I mean
One?
2 on the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's and that would that if I would I have advantage since it's very
If
far?
you're standing on the crocodile, then yes.
I guess I'm on the crocodile.
Right? Yeah.
Yay, I'm
Alright.
helping.
The first one is going to be 24,
Yes.
and the second one is a 25.
Yeah. What kind of damage does this do?
Yes.
The Eldritch Blast? Like, it's just regular damage?
It's just 4. It's just 4 damage. Force damage.
It's force. Okay. So how much do you do total?
Force damage. Let's see.
I don't have anything.
12 damage.
Okay. So, you hit it with your force things. Huge gaping wounds. It, like, falls, you know, like limp, floating in the water. And you do see the wounds starting to close up.
Still, does anyone have anything with fire or something?
I do, but I'm a crocodile. So let's get you to the shore first.
All right.
I have. Wait. Can I do a nature check to see if I would know
Yeah,
what
make a
kind of
Arcana.
Arcana? Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
Okay, you know, this is probably a type of troll, and that trolls can only be killed by fire or acid.
Got it. All right, cool. Next time, guys.
That's what turns off their regeneration, basically.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that was Lilia's turn, right? And then it's Bravesweet's turn.
Yeah.
It's floating there.
2 more arrows.
Well, it's down right now.
It's
You feel like, I mean, it's been reduced to 0,
Oh,
so
I
any
would-
damage you do is not really gonna add to the deficit or anything.
Time to make a
Okay.
leave.
all right.
I mean,
Um,
unless you do fire or acid, assuming Lilia tells Lilia, do you tell them about fire and acid?
Yeah!
Okay.
Guys, fire or, poison, acid, anything like that, that'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have anything acid. Could I take the mushroom samples I took? Would they be poisonous? Possibly. Could I take one and put some of the juices onto an arrow point? Would that?
You're pretty sure poison is not gonna kill it permanently. It's just acid or fire, the only things that are gonna kill it.
Okay. Okay.
Otherwise, at the
Well,
start of
then
its
I
turn,
don't-
it's gonna go from 0 to 10 hit points.
Yeah, that's not gonna help. Well, I mean, I could try, since it's grappled, I could throw a bead of explosion and hold it there if we need that.
Maybe we should keep those,
Yeah, how many do we have?
Yeah.
I believe we now only have 3. I counted.
You had
4.
8, and I think you've used 3 so far.
Okay, so never mind.
sounds
We
right.
have-
Yeah.
You have 5.
we have
So
5.
wait, were you saying? So what? The bead? What were you gonna do with the bead?
I was gonna toss it. It's a bad idea.
Well, I
But I
mean
was
that
gonna
would
toss it
trap
and,
it,
like-
and it's unconscious.
Yeah.
It can't really make a dex save. So I mean,
And then we
you
can just
could do
go.
that, yeah.
Since I don't know any of us who have anything.
Oh,
like-
and
Make
the
a leave!
dog says, "What? Make him eat it, and then it will blow him up from the inside."
You're so wise, doggo.
Yeah!
No, this is a bad idea.
This is gonna go
All right.
wrong.
This is a bad idea.
Is there any way to get his mouth open, but I could just shove it in there, or just?
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
he's lying there, floating in the water. Just.
We're gonna blow
All right,
it.
all right. I'm gonna toss one of the beads of destruction in his mouth and see. what
Wait.
Okay.
And watch the fireworks. Oh dear.
Okay.
I got
It's just like you put it in his mouth. It's like this huge explosion. Like the spear grows from out of its like body, and it's in a bajillion pieces. And the spear pushes you guys away, and then the fish start
Farewell,
eating
problem
pieces of troll.
Go the natural circle of life.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Let's get out of here.
All right. There's no sign of the other
One
troll.
other, but it's like
Mhm.
still underwater, right?
Yeah, and you swim to the far wall, and you can climb up and go into the tunnel.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd imagine I'd still, as a crocodile, just go to and fro, helping people,
Yeah. All right.
just to go a little bit faster.
All right. Where is my module? So you get to the wall, you all climb up, and you're in a little tunnel. Do you want to? Some of you are hurt, right? There's like blood everywhere.
God.
I am very much hurt.
Okay.
Uh,
So.
Surprisingly, I'm good.
All right. I think I have a map. So the people in the chat will be able to see this on the screen. Yeah, they just went from 14 up into the tunnel that leads to 13. So right now you're in a tunnel that's like 10 feet wide and 40 feet long. Up ahead, it looks like it opens up into a room.
Alright.
Yeah. But right now you're
We
in this
still.
safe little tunnel.
I assume we still have Pass Without a Trace on us, so we should be okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because it lasts for an hour.
Okay.
So I don't know if that ordeal was longer than an hour. I would assume not.
Shouldn't be.
No.
That was really deadly.
What
I
does
am surprised that we
First-
are
Which is
alive
no
right now.
problem.
For the
That's
time.
whatever.
The secret entrance
Come on,
kind of
trolls.
sucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To be fair, though, it was my wise doggo that gave me the idea. He's like my conscience.
Mhm.
just
Oh,
always have
doggo.
speak for animals up. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Tell me
We
what to
should-
do.
probably should keep those in case of a super duper emergency.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, I was near death, so I thought that was pretty.
how close
I
to
know.
death are you?
Oh, I'm about. Well, I guess now I'm at 14, but when you have 43 hit points, that's a lot. That's
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah. Okay,
You're
then.
not gonna last one hit.
Do you want to take a snack break?
Snack break.
Ooh, yeah. We
Short
can take
rest.
Yeah, short
Yeah.
rest.
Okay, sure.
Rest.
Yeah.
You can during your short rest you can spend your hit dice and you
Okay.
can roll as many of those as you want to heal yourself.
Morph back into form.
I don't know how many spells I'm gonna need. I feel you, babe, but. Okay. How many hit dice?
Sorry, what dice do you roll for?
Each
when you-
class is different. Let's see.
It should say on your character sheet underneath current.
Whatever your hit dice is.
Yeah.
Range.
Oh,
Ranger.
hit dice. Okay. Okay. So it's like my hit dice. Okay. Thank you.
Yours is probably like a D8 or something like that.
Yeah, it's a D10.
D10. Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
And I think you add your
Nice.
Constitution bonus to each of the rolls too.
Okay.
Really? Didn't know
Mhm.
that. That's good to know. That's good to know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fine because wild shape, but you know what?
Your crocodile.
I'll use a. Yeah, I'll use a hit dice to heal up real fast.
All right.
Por favor. Okay, 5 plus 3, so that's 8.
So you guys can rest for an hour in the tunnel. If you want, you can sit right on the edge and look at the lake. You know, just kind of like throw stones and skip stones.
Bring out the stickity snooks, guys.
Like, I'm at least, if we are at the lake, I'm keeping an eye out for the other one just because I don't want to deal with it right now.
Okay. Lilia, you do remember that gigantic gleaming treasure chest at the bottom there?
Mm-hmm.
You can only wonder what fabulous treasures.
We don't even know what's about it. It didn't tell us.
Oops.
Yeah, she hasn't told us.
Not saying anything.
Yep.
So we're just like, well, no.
Read it over.
No.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
What really annoys me is that last level I had shape water and now I don't. And I'm annoyed.
Oh.
I was seriously debating taking like water breathing or water walk, and then
Oh,
that happened, and I
man.
didn't take that.
Well, now,
Boy.
Okay, so you rest for an hour, and now you're all
Yeah.
healed up. So the tunnel leads further in. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast again, Pass Without a Trace since it ran out.
Okay.
We took an hour rest or
Got
whatever it was.
oh, right.
Sit back
Do
down.
you think we can send Good Boy to check out what's going on up there?
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
stops and he looks at Bravesweet. Hey, don't forget, you have invisible liquids, and it makes you invisible and stuff.
You right, my boy.
'Cause you
You
can
right.
But if we attack, then it's screwed.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, and then it turns off if you attack, yeah.
All right.
Emergency escape procedure.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
When we make to...
So who's first when you go exploring in the tunnel? You could, it's 10
Uh,
feet wide. You could have two people in front next to each other if you want to.
I'm a little beefed up. I'll be the leader and take a lead.
All right.
I'll follow close.
Just like protect.
I'll be
guys,
second,
like,
I guess.
I'll be right behind them and just be like,
hide Lilia behind my shield, basically.
your mom handling me?
I'm momming you.
All right.
All my little ducklings in a row.
All right. All right.
And I'll take up the rear.
All right. Okay. So, you enter into the open chamber. The tunnel widens toward the west, where a pool of water has formed. Its source is not readily apparent. So, to the right, there's a pool of water, and the tunnel continues on straight ahead. What would you like to do?
Is there like anything else except this water here, or is it just like just water?
It seems like just water. Weird water. Crispy.
Can Good
Mhm.
Boy sniff anything?
Crystal clear water. Does dog
Yeah, good boy.
smell anything? Does I smell further in I smell dead stuff. Dead stuff.
Can you sniff? Someone
Hey.
sniff both sides.
Guys, that's dead things over there.
But that's like further away from here. And here I smell water, and up ahead I smell more water, and I smell dirt also.
All right.
Two
That
waters
makes
and a
sense.
dirt.
Okay.
Alright. Is
Let's go-
death the smell of death we need to head towards, or would that be
We're supposed to dog people. I faintly smell the dog people, but the death smell is closer than the dog people smell.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Mhm.
Yeah.
the displacer beast. Can he? That's his mortal enemy. Can one of y'all tell him to smell for that?
smell for
I do not smell it yet. Maybe it is not in the place right now, but I will smell it when it is time to smell it.
Okay. Then I guess left or right.
Alright.
Maybe it's some. Okay.
I say we go towards the smell of death, because like it or not, that's where they
That's
will be.
fair enough.
Yeah. I'd
Great.
just trek
I mean, we
on.
drink our
Right.
invisibility potions
Like-
now if you really wanted to, but
We might need those to escape, because if we kill
Yeah.
someone and like they ring the alarm, we're screwed.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna keep
Let's-
going straight.
Yeah.
Go past the
Yeah.
crispy, crystal clear water.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm done with water.
It's extra shiny.
I'm not getting it.
Okay.
I'm not touching it.
All right. So you walk a little further, and then there's a cave to the left. In that cave, the eastern wall of the tunnel opens up to form around cave with a shallow pool of water covering most of the floor. So there is a second pool of water. This one is 3 feet deep, or you can continue on. This is the other water that I smelled today.
Oh.
Hmm.
This is the newest one that I smelled. The newest water that I smelled today.
Is the water suspicious looking?
I'm gonna take a rock and throw it in.
Ah.
Oh.
Okay. It just
No.
splooshes harmlessly in the water.
Can I make a perception
Oh,
check?
and he runs. He runs over, jumps in the water, gets the rock, and brings it back to you.
Good boy.
Drops it on the ground
Boy.
in front of your feet.
Okay.
Does like to play fetch.
Can I make a perception check and see if anything's moving in the water?
You make perception. That's it. Nothing else. Just a regular old pool of water.
Got it.
There's just lots of water
Do you
here.
want to continue on the tunnel or something else?
Sure.
Okay.
Do it.
There's a tunnel to the right that looks like it comes to a dead end, or you can keep going straight.
Hmm.
What do you smell here, good boy?
Can we?
This is where I smelled the dirt. There's dirt down there.
Alright.
Very. I don't know what it's saying, but
Oh, he
gonna
he
pat his
smells
head.
he smells dirt.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Cool.
Probably means it's underground. I don't know.
We can check
It might be
to see if there's
leading to
anything.
Do you think I can do a nature check to see like if like there's like anything special about this like weird dirt or like or
Yeah, go ahead. Nature, yeah. Or survival.
Okay.
Area.
Here we go. Where is it? Alright. I got 10.
Okay, so you see sparkles that catch your light. You're pretty sure
Woo!
that there are deposits of quartz. And that if you were to spend an hour digging, you could extract quartz. That's worth a little bit of money.
Can anyone, Bravesweet, can you check for footprints or anything on the ground?
Yeah,
See if anyone's
Sure,
walking?
sure. I'm gonna do one of my.
Okay.
I guess it's just a check.
You don't need to roll. You do see prints of like a large cat type creature that
Ooh.
came through here fairly recently.
Which way did it go? Did it go down the path of the
Yeah.
dead end or the main path?
I guess it went towards the pool that you guys crossed
Hmm.
Oh,
somehow.
okay.
Any other footprints or signs of life?
Yeah, there's probably a bunch of human-sized bare feet footprints. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a common like trodden down path, like packed in.
Not that much, but you know, it's
Okay.
it gets some traffic in here. Definitely seems like this is like a less traversed area than some of the others.
Okay, then I guess unless anyone wants to check out the dead end, we could just keep walking.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I think we should just keep going.
All right, splits. You can go to the left or the right.
Ugh. Fun.
Which one has
Decisions.
the tracks?
The dog says, "I smell death coming from the left. Lots of them. Lots of deaths."
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you want to go towards the big death people yet, or
I think so.
Let's see.
That's where they'd be.
I'm trying to see if I have anything good.
Yeah, me too. This sucks. Hang on, let me. I'm just cause I know something but I can't. Okay. So, should we run into where we know there's going to be people, or should we take what might be a better back entrance?
Should probably go by the back entrance, because
I would
then we
think so,
can.
because then we'll just end up in the front door, and that won't help us.
Yeah.
Very true. Okay, I guess right it is.
So take a right,
To the dirt.
and you see
Yeah.
like a kind of like a tunnel that goes like very sharply up.
Mhm.
You'll have to. It's 5 feet wide. You'll have to kind of go one at a time. I think there's a description. Let's see. Yeah, it's 5 foot wide hole forming the mouth of a shaft that ascends at a 60-degree angle. There are abundant handholds and footholds.
Woo!
Easy to climb. Do you want to go up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. You climb up, and up ahead you hear the blink dog immediately perks up, and he says, "I smell a displacer. I have to go kill it now.
No.
No.
No. Hold.
Wait.
Get the dog.
I should probably start barking at it."
No,
No.
no,
No. It's gonna be okay. We're good. Don't worry.
Quiet.
It's gonna be okay.
Don't worry, we will get the displacer beast. We will. Just... Shh. Okay.
All right, so yeah, up ahead, it looks like there's a tunnel that goes straight. It branches off to the right. The dog is indicating that straight ahead, apparently this displacer beast is here.
Is there anybody
Could
else?
we set up? Could we set up a trap or something?
I could, but it would take a while.
I mean, we might have a. I don't know. We might have.
Do we have an hour? I can do an hour.
an hour?
Well, actually,
Yeah.
no, because never mind. I just saw I needed an extra little thing to do it. It would have been so cool.
Dubba.
I need
I
a
This is the first of the actual module. Yes, it is. This is the first. The module's broken up into a bunch of missions. So this is the first mission. There's a whole bunch of them. So
I don't have powdered diamonds. I can't do it.
powder diamonds.
Yeah.
Well, for what spell are you talking about?
Glyph of Warding. It's a 3rd level spell.
I say you have the components unless
Yeah. Okay.
you
Yes.
have at least
Good job.
I also have an idea.
Oh, yeah.
What would you like to do?
Well, I have this spell that can make a person think that there are things and not things in places to make them do stupid things.
Can you make us not things?
So, like, I'm talking about phantasmal force. Basically, I can make things appear real to a person, and they'll treat them as real, but like nobody else will. So, like, theoretically, we can make like a hole, like make a trap by making it think that there's no hole where there's a hole.
Okay.
You could do that, and then I also have I learned this really cool spell, glyph warding, where I can make a glyph wherever I want, the floor, the wall, the ceiling, and if a creature walks over it, they take a lot of damage, and I can choose what damage it does.
Nice.
Glyph of
Like-
warding. Let's see.
Wasn't there was a glyph of warding on the book
Yeah.
that she dispelled?
There
before?
was, but it was
Earlier
probably
today.
way higher level than anything I
Glyph
Yeah.
of warding. That takes an hour to cast.
Yeah, that's why I said it would take like a while. I was trying to see if we have a while.
We probably don't have a while.
Yeah, probably not an hour.
Supposedly close.
He can
might
spell it. Okay, no worries. I'll save it for
Next time.
So what's the plan for? It's pretty much right up the tunnel. What's the
Do-
plan here?
Are we gonna fight his beast, or should we go find the
I'm
concubine?
gonna make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
We fight him. Can we somehow sneak around him? Is there a way we can mask our smell if the
Well, we could
displacer
just
beast
go
can
to the
smell
right.
us?
Do
Okay.
any of you speak Knoll?
Oh.
Probably not, right?
Question.
No, I
All
do
right,
not.
so you hear like up ahead, like you know, or whatever, and then you hear like growling and like it sounds like something's coming towards you.
Quick,
The blink
quick,
dog
tunnel, run down.
says it's displacing towards us. Now I should probably start barking.
No!
Right
No?
tunnel.
Not yet.
Right tunnel.
Okay, so you're gonna go into the tunnel. All right.
Gonna go to the tunnel away from it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So
Right
we'll pick it up from there next time.
Oh no.
Okay.
Here's
Ah!
Peace.